the United States has rigged elections, worldwide before multiple times. I mean, it's not a secret.
Yeah, so
we know that they do it, but this was just a whole elaborate plan, I feel. Like, it definitely was manufactured.
I just feel like when the military industrial complex makes, over $1 trillion a year, and the pharmaceutical complex makes however much money per year, I don't think elections have been gone for a while. I think it's all selection. I mean, I think the corporate players are the ones making the picks. And I think it's just kind of again, Trump is in the Wrestling Federation Hall of Fame. And, at the end of the day, he's been an actor more than anything in the last decade or so.
Yeah.
So,
but everyone, a lot of the conspiracy theories, like, they all tried to make Trump out to be like this messiah, like he's fighting it all. And I'm like,
right.
That's the most dangerous thing that you could have done, because it created complacency within a situation.
And they do this,
and
with
it created like a
president.
false hero. And I'm like, dude, you guys are supposed to be like telling us the truth. And this movement that you trust for the truth was lying to us for 4 years. And I'm just like, dude, you didn't even probably if this guy was really on our side, why didn't you pardon Snowden? Like,
right.
Or Ross, or Ross Ulbricht was on his list to pardon.
And then he picked Blackwater murderers.
And Lil Wayne.
And Kodak Black.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, man, I don't want this guy to come back. I don't want this guy to run again after that. I'm like, you showed your true colors. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then there was this whole thing at the Capitol that you kind of like, whether or not you like, you said we're going to protest peacefully, and you legally didn't say anything to incite a riot, and the BLM stuff was happening all summer long, and Democrats were actually doing all that stuff. All that stuff is all true. But it's like the shit that you were saying on Twitter and the way you were acting after the election definitely got people mad enough to want to do some shit like that.
Yeah.
100%. And it's like when they did do a bunch of shit like that, you kind of turned your back on them.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you can't trust them. You can't trust politicians.
Yeah, I mean, he requested 10,000 National Guard, allegedly, right?
Right.
But it's like, you're still requesting National Guard troops to guard the White House over an event that you're telling people to go to protest. Like,
right. Here's the thing. If you or I, chimpanzee, right? Chimpanzee spirit.
Yeah.
I guess I'm tiger spirit or whatever.
tiger.
But if we were president and we saw a communist regime coming over, and they mess with the election, and they're taking over the White House, and they're taking over the country, and blah, 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 or taking over our community, let's just say, what would we do? And we have the power of all the federal agents. We have the power of the military. We have the power of National Guard, all this stuff. We can
stop that shit.
Exactly, right? You would stop that because you're apparently the most powerful man in the world, right? And what did Trump do? Didn't seem like anything. And so either he has no balls, or he's paid off. I mean, they probably threatened their family too. And who knows what you would do in that situation? I mean, it's hard.
But it also takes water out of the argument of like, everyone thinks Trump's like this fascist dictator. And I'm like,
right.
No, he's really literally the opposite. Not because he's like a great guy who cares about freedom, but because he's fucking weak and incapable.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I'd rather have some weak and capable retard be president than an actual fascist.
Yeah.